I want to hear you say it.
Wow.
Wow.
And welcome back to the Retro Review. I am the Beta Geek. Joining me as always is Mikey the Freak.
What's up?
And Steve.
Hi.
What's up, Steve?
Wow, you guys. I want to hear you say it at 1:30. My little girl dies.
No, I'm not going to say
A
it.
little girl dies at 1:30. I don't have a little girl. Sorry.
Yes, if you have
Can't
not
help
figured
you.
out, we are going to be reviewing the movie Nick of Time, starring Johnny Depp and Christopher Walken, apparently.
What?
But why is my daughter gone? Why is my daughter gone?
Well, IMDb's description is an unimpressive everyday man is forced into a situation where he is told to kill a politician to save his kidnapped daughter. And that really, honestly, IMDb
That's
usually
it.
leaves a lot of stuff out on a lot of descriptions. Not this one. That's basically it.
That's the whole synopsis of the film.
It really is. What I like about this is Johnny Depp in his prime, but he is not playing some wacky, crazy, outrageous character. He's playing a normal, everyday dad who's forced to do something.
This is 1995. Like, this is before he really started getting into wacky, crazy.
Yeah.
Because he had done like Edward Scissorhands with Tim Burton, and I think around the same time. I think that might have been 93, 94. But like this was before he really just dove into like being a pure character actor.
Yeah,
this is just pure talent.
It's one of his only films to where he's like this. I'm sure that there's a couple more maybe. This is one of the very
there's a bunch out there.
To where he's not playing
this
crazy one.
Yeah, I think this one he probably wanted to try for that like in an Oscar or an Academy Award type deal, and I just think that this movie never really caught on with the critics.
It didn't, but honestly, I like the movie. I think the plot on this was actually pretty believable. It could happen. With some planning. There was no outrageous stunt. They basically picked him out of a crowd and kidnapped his daughter and gave him an itinerary and say, hey, go kill this person. And it just so happened to be a senator or somebody
I loved the reveal on that. I loved the reveal of like the photos in the envelope. You open it when you get inside.
Yeah. And as he's opening the envelope, the banner is dropping down. So it's like open, drop to where it's like a double reveal of the same thing. It was pretty cool.
Oh wow, yeah.
I feel like this hotel was used in the movie High Anxiety with Mel Brooks.
It was.
Speaking of which, happy birthday! This may not come out on it, but today is Mel Brooks's 96th birthday.
Yes, that would be great. Yeah, 96 years old.
Not going to come out today, but happy belated birthday, Mel Brooks.
Oh, that's a little inside baseball. If anybody wants to go and see when he was born, they're going to know the day this was recorded. Ooh.
Like a sports almanac.
But yeah, I 100% recognized. I 100% recognized that hotel from High Anxiety.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones that has the clear elevators and stuff, which was used a lot in movies. I didn't realize how many clear elevators are used in movies.
And the 80s.
Yeah.
It's an easy way to shoot. They got to shoot elevator scenes. They only can do it in clear elevators.
That's true.
Tell that to the people that made the movie Devil.
Never seen it.
Got him. It purely takes place in an elevator.
Okay. Kind of like Phone Booth.
How about the ending scene or the ending shot of Phone Booth's a good one. Fun fact, I just went camping at Big Sur and Colin Farrell jogging right by me. And I was like, and my wife was like, were you checking that dude out? And I was like, yeah, that was Colin Farrell.
Look at the ass on that one.
Yeah, he works out.
Yeah, he must work out.
He
the
was
fucking
working
thing.
out.
A little throwback to our previous video.
Cool. Yeah.
But,
sorry. I'm sidetracking him.
Oh no, you're fine. I mean, there's not really much to describe in this movie. I mean, that's the basic plot.
Yeah.
You know, he don't want to kill anybody, but you know he will if he has to, and so he finds a way to not, you know, kill the senator and.
Whoa! Spoiler alert!
Yeah, spoiler. I'm all about this. Look, this movie is old. You ain't seen it?
1995. My God.
Yeah. It's.
I was 13.
I was a junior in high school.
Freshman.
Old.
Yeah.
Old.
Yeah, I'm old. What can I say?
No, so am I. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
But this was my first time watching this movie. I'm not saying it's the last time I'm going to be watching this movie, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was very well done. It had Rock in it. Charles Dunton, for anybody that doesn't remember the great show in the 90s called Rock, ROC.
Yeah,
I remember it.
Yep, okay. Little spoiler for an upcoming episode. Little spoiler for related rules. All right. No, I mean,
I love it.
At least I didn't mention.
Yeah.
Yes.
But no, it's very creative. On you think that it's just, you know, oh God, the two people who you originally see as the bad guys, Voight and I don't even remember the lady's name.
Why do you say Voight?
Oh, not Voight. Walken.
Wow, what have I been doing?
Voight.
Wait. Wow.
Walken and the lady.
Does this sound like John Voight?
Look,
I kill an anaconda.
I'm not gonna lie. I get those
anaconda.
two confused all the freaking time. I know it's two different. Totally different people.
My daughter is Angelina Jolie. Okay.
I get it.
Wow.
But yeah, you think it's just originally them, and then it basically find out security is involved. Her husband is the one involved. Yeah,
the mastermind behind it.
Yeah. Well, actually, not just him. It's whoever he's working for.
Yeah, we never find out who he is.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
He just gets in a car and drives off.
I kind of like that. There's no full resolve to the situation. Yeah. So I like movies like that. So Mikey the Freak, tell me what's your initial impressions of this movie?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of said it. I mean, I like the fact that you follow Johnny Depp and he's doing anything in his power to try to save his little girl, but he really doesn't want to kill the senator. And you think with like that split second, you're like, oh, he's going to be able to tell somebody. And then all of a sudden, Christopher Walken's right there and be like, no, Like he's always right there. Like he knows exactly what Johnny Depp's character is going to do. So it's one of those to where you're hoping he gets through it without having to actually kill her. So you become like involved in Johnny Depp's character, and you kind of put yourself in the shoes. And then it's cool that you realize that he's gonna tell this cop, like, holy shit, the police chief is in on it, and the security guard is in on it. He turns the wand off. Sir,
I can help you down here. You don't even have to wait in line. Come on down.
No, that was a good scene where he's like, look, you can go check that guy. He has a gun. And the guy leans in and says, so do you.
Yeah. And you're just like, shit, yeah. So that's a good reveal. I like that part. You know, you realize that anybody he tries to tell is in on it. And then you think he can trust the senator's husband, and they take him up to the room. And then all of a sudden it's like, holy shit, the senator's husband is kind of like the mastermind.
The reveal on that. The reveal on that when they're like, is this a real gun? And they're like, well, you should know, you're the head of this, right? And
he walks right in. Yeah.
Walken is like hired as like, the head of expert arms, and you just see, oh my God.
And then he shoots that girl, and it's like, oh shit, they did kill somebody. Yep. I guess he needs to do what he's got to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I like that part of the movie. Some of the acting on it, I'm not a huge Christopher Walken fan. He's almost like that. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, folks. But he's another Jeff Goldblum to me. It's very tough to watch him acting. You can enjoy the movie in its entirety. It's just you kind of get away from him as an actor and you focus on everything else that's going on.
Gotcha. You don't like him as his acting style.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
Gotcha.
A terrific actor. I don't like many of the movies he's been in and how he is. But.
Who do you think would have done a better job, Jeff Goldblum or Christopher Walken?
Anyone other than the two.
Now, I want to what I want to hear from you, the words out of your mouth, the ones that I want to hear. My daughter will die at 1:30. 1:30.
Say it.
And if you don't, if you don't, the bullet will find a way.
The bullet will find a way. I like it. Okay, that was pretty good.
Little spin on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of my take with the being interested, and I do love that hotel. I'd love to stay there. If I'm sure it's still active. I don't look at any of these old hotels. I mean, a lot of movies back from the 80s and 90s, some of those hotels that were filmed in, they don't exist anymore. But yeah, I would love to go to that hotel because tons of movies have been filmed there.
Yeah. Right, Steve,
one of my favorites.
Steve, what was your initial thoughts on the movie?
I absolutely enjoyed this film. As I said, fact checked the Westin Bonnever Hotel. You can book right now.
Oh, nice.
Google it.
The Bonaventura.
Look at me doing my own research. Look at me. It's I'm doing one of your jobs. One of your two. I don't know which way they are, but one of these guys.
No, we make the guests. We made the guests do all the research. Yeah.
They can do it all.
The guest, I'm not. I'm a semi-permanent position.
Yes, Steve is semi-permanent.
That as I've been my whole life. No, I really enjoyed it. I knew nothing about this movie walking in. The only thing I knew about it was Johnny Depp was in it. Had no idea that Walken was in it. Had no idea that Charles Dutton was in it. I'm pretty sure I recognized the senator from somewhere, but I didn't bother to go on IMDb and look. But it was an enjoyable film. Like I said, seeing it once was great. I would have probably hated this movie as a 13-year-old, but I very much enjoyed it as a 39-year-old.
All right, well, I'm going to move on into ratings. I am going to give this a 7.5. I'm going to give it a good solid 7.5. I would recommend this to people. I think it's a solid Johnny Depp film. It's the suspense fully built in this movie. It started, kind of slow, and then it built, and you had the finale with a cliffhanger ending. I think that this movie was filmed pretty well. The storyline was easy to follow. I enjoyed this film. 7.5 for me. Mikey the Freak, how about you?
Yeah, not as high. I mean, I like the movie. I mean, I like Johnny Depp. Again, like I said, I'm not much of a Walken fan. But the movie was very easy to follow. It had a purpose. He knew what he needed to do. He tried to not want to kill the senator, so he tried to rat out the two detectives, the dirty cops, which is what they always used to say. And come to find out, there's a bigger spider web of dirty cops that are involved in this. I think it's a 6.5.
Okay.
So that's where I'm going to kind of go with it, just because it is a movie that I would recommend just for somebody to watch, but I don't know if I could watch it more than once. I probably couldn't watch it like once a week, or I would probably turn the channel if it was on, that kind of deal. But yeah, 6.5.
All right.
Steve,
how about you, man?
Saying you just
sorry, Walken.
Change the channel.
Sorry, Walken. I apologize.
No, I'm just gonna dive right between the two of you and meet right in the middle at a good old 7.
Okay.
An enjoyable film. I could watch this film if you had to put a time on it, like maybe once every 4 months, like maybe like twice a year. Like twice a year, I could watch this.
Yeah, it's not something I would turn.
It's a good background. Yeah. It's a good background mute. It's a good background movie. If you want to clean the house, if you just want to like scroll your phone and not pay attention to a film, which is mostly what I do when I sit in my living room anyways.
Yeah.
This film is great for that. But 7, right in the middle between you two.
Awesome. Steve, you said you did not really have any fun facts for this film.
I mean, in reality, I had stuff pulled up, but my work computer decided to shut down that page. If you give me what the kids say, two shakes of a lamb's tail.
All right. Well, I had no movie. There's no movie memorabilia for this.
Okay.
This is sort of an obscure thing.
I got it up.
You got it? Okay, I was going to move on to related reels, but since you have it up, go ahead, sir.
The plot unfolds in real time. It's a fun fact.
Oh,
from the time it starts on the time they give to the time it ends. Real time.
I never even thought about that. That's
unusual for a feature. The film has only one major establishing shot.
Only one major establishing shot. Which is that?
It's the opening. It's the opening shot in the train station, and then they get right into the movie. That is our establishing shot.
Oh yeah.
And then we get right. There's no side bullshit.
It did pick up pretty quick. I will say that.
Yeah.
It did pick up pretty quick.
And the majority of this filming took place in the Westin Bontevere Hotel, which is actually in downtown Los Angeles, California, which for me, Mikey, they say is just a stone's throw away, just a brisk, maybe 2-hour drive.
Well, there you go. If we ever take a trip to Cali, we'll have to stay at that hotel, and then we can go see Steve.
It's about $300 a night.
We landed on the moon. Sorry, wrong hotel.
That's cheap for Cali. That's cheap for Cali, though. So.
I'm sure it is.
Actually, $300 a night for a hotel like that is probably spectacular.
Yeah. So, Mikey the Freak, how about some related reels, sir?
Yeah, so I kind of went with some of the with the 3 main characters. Went with Johnny Depp. One of his better known roles that I like him in, probably one of his favorite roles that I liked him in, is Sweeney Todd. I love Sweeney Todd. I love the musical aspect of it. Everybody from Harry Potter is in this movie. So,
yeah, that's why you like it.
I always thought it's like, I always tell, if you're a British actor in Hollywood or just a British actor in general, you need to be in Harry Potter or Doctor Who.
You okay?
You have to be in one of the two.
You okay there, Steve?
Well, I know that you could technically say that Johnny Depp was in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them in Hell, and Bonham Carter was in the Harry Potter films. Who else in that movie is in the Harry Potter films?
And Sweeney Todd?
Yes.
Alan Rickman, Timothy Prohl.
Oh, okay. I forgot about Alan Rickman. Who's Timothy Crawl?
Timothy
is he
Prohl?
the kid? Is he the kid that the?
No, Timothy Prohl was the rat. Was Peter Pettigrew.
Oh man, it's been a minute. I know who he is. I know who he is. He plays Sacha Baron Cohen's he plays the mayor's the Alan Rickman's assistant. Correct. That's right. All right.
Yeah,
it took me a minute. I was trying because you said a lot, and I'm like, who is in this movie?
And was it Jamie Campbell Bower is also in that movie that plays the kid.
You're just making up names. You're just making.
He plays. Listen, he plays Gellert. I ain't making up fucking names.
Listen. I just listen. Like I have a refrigerator with a log big of cheese. I have a mahogany shelf with many leather bound books.
Okay, moving on from Potter talk.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Yeah. So anyway, he's also in, of course, Alice in Wonderland. Through the Looking Glass, Mad Hatter. I did like him in that. He was quirky and funny. Of course, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, another quirky role that I liked him in.
Helena Bonham Carter is also in both of those films as well.
Exactly. Exactly. See how they kind of stick together, right? Because they're
Well,
Tim
she was married to the director at one point, so
Tim Burton, absolutely. 21 Jump Street, which is one of Johnny Depp's older work, which I think put him on the map.
Yeah, that is what started his career, I believe. Yeah.
And then Public Enemies, which is actually very good. I loved him in Public Enemies. So Christopher Walken, I kind of went with a few that I really like him in. Click with Adam Sandler. He's an oddball in that one. Hairspray. So we kind of go with his musical talent ability in Hairspray. Catch Me If You Can, if you're familiar with Catch Me If You Can. Balls of Fury. I loved him in Balls of Fury. To me, that's probably one of my favorite roles of him in.
Wait, real quick, Mike, real quick.
What?
Ping pong, or as the Chinese say, ping pong. Continue.
Yeah, good. Had to throw that one in there. And then one of the shows that he's to me, started in where I first started watching him, and they redid it, was The Dead Zone. So The Dead Zone was a very good show that starred him back in the 80s. And then, of course, the readaptation with Anthony Michael Hall, which was great. Yeah. Also went with Charles S. Dutton. Like Steven said earlier, Rock. I loved him in Rock. Him and Rocky Carroll played off of each other very, very well in that show. That was one of my favorite shows coming on back then. Rudy, the movie Rudy, he was in. And Gothica. He was in the movie Gothica with Halle Berry.
No Love for Alien 3.
A good honorable mention there.
Yeah, that's an honorable mention. I guess you could say that.
All right.
But that's all I got for related reels. Yeah.
As we come to a close, Steve, why don't you tell us where they can find you on your podcast?
Thank you. The last podcast you'd want. You can find us whenever we get a chance to record. Prime example, we just recorded today. We'll be dropping today. So, we drop episodes, try to drop it once a week. It's me and my buddy Travis. We try and keep episodes about the same time, length here. We just have fun talking movies. You can find us on Instagram at The Last Podcast You'd Want. You can follow us on Twitter at TLPYW, where we do not post anymore. And you can check out my YouTube page, The Last Podcast You Want, where we post episodes, and I do unboxings of this really great company called The Bambox, but we don't, I'm sure the Bearded Geek gets into that on his own, time and channel.
Yeah, I do unboxings.
Just a little bit.
I do unboxings as well. You can find unboxings of those as well on this channel.
Un petit pair.
Just a little.
All right, guys, as we come to a close again, make sure you do all the YouTuber things. Give us a good old thumbing. Hit that like, subscribe. Tell us if you like Nick of Time. Tell us what movie you'd like us to review. Make sure it's 80s or 90s. I do believe that does it for this episode of Back to the Retro Review. So for Mikey the Freak and Steve, I am the Bearded Geek saying keep it retro, everybody.
Peace.